Back out to Perry for three. Good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again. Whalers streak ahead, 2-on-1 shot. Score! That got inside the post. But clear, Whalers shot. Save! Carol Allen! 2-1, puts it up from half court. Good! Justin Boyce! Front, gotta score! The card check was able to lift it up the Bulls LaBelle. Third dribble, pass. Quincy Sullivan with a good looking shot and hits. Gets in and scores! Halleck denies again. Shot save, Griffin Star. Into it. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in. Streaks ahead, shot, score! Just like that, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV's presentation of Nantucket Whalers Athletics. We are coming to you live from the Bog, our Nantucket Community Ice Rink, as the Nantucket Whalers girls varsity hockey team plays host to the Dragons from Boston Latin Academy. Thanks for joining us here on the NSC. I am Chris Morris, your voice of Whaler sports, alongside Sean Davis, who will provide us with all the visuals from the ice, and of course, Charles Douglas, the brains of the operation at NCTV Sports. Nantucket goes up against another tough squad from Boston Latin Academy, an independent and a team that plays a rugged schedule. They are 3-4-1 on the season, and it should be another stiff test for the Whalers, who are still looking for their first victory of the season. The Whalers are now 0-4 after the Nauset Monomoy team skated to a 13-0 victory over a shorthanded Whalers lineup. It was the first varsity start for freshman goalie Ruby Muse, as both Carolyn Allen and Sienna Monto were out, and at times the freshman was great, but the Whalers need to find the net. They have played too much of the game on the defensive end and will have to find a way to take some pressure off the goaltender, whomever it is. Emerson Pekarczyk and Claire Miserelli, along with Mason Lower, will be leaned upon again to lead the Whalers' offensive attack. But first-year head coach Andrew McNeely has confidence that his squad will continue to fight for a full 45 minutes, no matter the score. The Dragons, under new head coach Tom Keaty, are an independent and are looking to improve on an 8-11 finish to last year's season, just missing out on the tournament. They have 7 returning seniors and a deep squad overall, 2 options for Keaty in net, which means the Whalers will have to bring their A game if they are going to earn a victory this afternoon. And before we get to the national anthem and the drop of the puck, I'd like to take a moment and thank our founding sponsor for the NSC on NCTV, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation. They have made the students of Nantucket High School a priority of their philanthropic support on Nantucket and have continued that mission through the support of our live broadcasts of Nantucket Whalers athletic events. The Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, proud supporters of Whalers Nation. The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com. Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myrickoconnell.com. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV over the past few years have done countless broadcasts that are both exciting and professional.
Shot, score! Jack Halleck!
I support NCTV's Nantucket Sports Connection because it's a great opportunity to reach island families, support students, and our local television station.
Resilient gardens to your outdoor spaces, you contribute to the long-term well-being of the island. Introduce yourself to the Nantucket Footprints virtual garden tours and find inspiration to cultivate biodiversity. The first tour of a native meadow, curated by the Nantucket Conservation Foundation, is now available for free at nantucketfootprints.org.
Want to welcome you back to the bog here as we are all set, ready to go, waiting for our girls to take the ice here. The Dragons have started their pregame warm-ups here, and happy to have you along. Of course, we were just over at John J. O'Neill Gymnasium as the boys took care of business, blowing it open in the second half, and a final of 63 to 41. So congrats to the boys. They moved to 5-3 on the season. Of course, our girls still looking for their first victory of the year. And the Dragons have already played 8 games. They are 3-4-1 on the season. They do play, as I mentioned in the earlier, an independent, so no league affiliation. And this will obviously be the first meeting of these two teams as we await our girls to come out from the locker room. They've already lost 10 seconds of warm-up. So once again, the Whalers will be playing shorthanded here today, as a slew of scratch-outs here on the lineup, including Carolyn Allen, Sienna Monto. So once again, freshman goalie Ruby Muse will be in net. She will make her second straight start. She faced a barrage of shots in the Nauset-Monomoy game, so we'll hope that she is defended a little bit better. The Whalers will also be without sophomore Sadie Patterson, who suffered an injury on an incidental hit in the last game. They will also be without still Bailey Lower and Alex Winsentanner, and also Adeline Edwards not playing today. So going to be a tough task here with that many shorthanded, that many players out, and some youngsters still on the lineup, but the Whalers will fight, and they will skate for a full 45 minutes here. And who knows? Anything can happen. Anything can happen. We'll have to see which goalie actually gets the start for the Dragons. They've got 2 options. Gabriela Romiza was in net, a sophomore. She was in net in their win on Friday. So we'll have to see if she gets the start here for Coach Keating. Once again, happy to have you along here as our multicast continues here on the NSC. Back-to-back games. We'll do it again on the 23rd. I believe we have a couple of games. Anyways, there's another time here in January, and I'm pretty sure it's a Vineyard weekend. But we'll confirm all that, of course. Tomorrow's game that was scheduled here at the Bog, the boys ice hockey game versus St. John Paul, has been postponed, as most of you know, because, weather is part of our daily existence here out on the island. Will be inclement, to say the least. And they have postponed the game already, so unfortunately we will have a day away and will not get to see the boys hockey team, which is always a treat. The boys are 5-1 on the season, having ripped off 5 in a row after an opening game loss right here, as most of you saw, against Norwell, the reigning state champs. So I don't even know if that counts. It counts as a loss in the record book, but man, that was just a great hockey game. Hate to see anybody lose that game. So we will be back at it on Monday as the girls hoopsters take the court over at John Jay. They will face Rising Tide. And then we've got some action again on Tuesday and Wednesday. So a great string, a great week of action here The boys hoops take the court again on Tuesday. And the girls hockey team hosts Sandwich, which is always a grudge match, back here at the Bog on Wednesday. So we'll take a break here. There's about just short of 3 minutes left here in the warm-ups. Chip Clooney will give us the lineups. We'll clarify that because it'll be different for Nantucket for sure. National anthem, and we'll drop the puck here shortly. You're watching Whaler Sports here on the NSC and NCTV.
Welcome to July 4th, 2023. It is busy and hot here on Nantucket, and we're gonna go see what people are up to. Everybody seems to be having a lot of fun around here, so let's go. What is your favorite thing about July 4th on Nantucket?
Just the amount of people everywhere. Everyone's really excited, everyone's dressed up. It was super fun.
I would say my favorite thing is the people and the spirit that everyone's just excited to be here and to celebrate, and most importantly to be together.
I'm from London, so this is my second 4th of July ever. Both times I've been on Nantucket, so I'm very grateful to be here. It's
That's
such
amazing.
a lovely community. Everyone is so nice, and yeah, it's really grateful.
And what is the best thing about 4th of July on Nantucket?
Nothing. It's pretty insane here, so I try to avoid.
You feel like it's actually July 4th. The celebration feels like very visceral.
Making more money while working.
It used to be when I was a kid, the fireworks. But for now, oh, wow. Going to the beach if I can.
Oh, I just love it. It's such an old-fashioned part of America here. I just love anything that happens on Main Street. We come down for, and usually for the water fight, I bring a bucket in previous years. But this year I understand that it's a little more low-key, so I enjoyed it just the way it was.
And what's your favorite 4th of July tradition on Nantucket?
The water fight.
The water fight, of course, and watching the line of Juice Bar the whole day. It's pretty great. We got all these people waiting for their 4th of July ice cream.
And we have a trivia question, if you're willing to answer. What year was the Declaration of Independence signed?
1776.
1776.
1776?
1776.
You're correct. Great job. Good job! Yes! How many original colonies were there?
13.
13?
Correct. Good job.
There were 13 colonies that became states.
Correct. See? Bottom Max is a history major.
Chip Clooney about to give us the starting lineups here from the Bog. Karchik, Mizzarelli. B. Holland, 8th grader. And Ruby Muse, as we said, getting her second straight start as a freshman. All right, Whalers Nation, we are ready for the drop here from the bog as our girls take the ice for the 5th game of the season. 0-4 on the start. 15 minutes on the clock. And again, happy to have you along here. For those of you that were watching the boys defeat Falmouth, it was a good competitive game for the first half. Whalers hit a 3 at the buzzer to take a 28-25 lead and then blew it open in the second half, winning 63-41 for their 5th win of the season. And Latin Academy, a rich history as far as a school in general. One of the original schools, and we are underway here from the bog as the Dragons try to streak ahead, broken up, and here's Miserelli gaining the zone for Whalers. She'll skate 1-on-3 and wait for some help. Pass attempted through the crease. Intercepted by Emily Berry. Kept in nicely by B. Holland. Pekarczyk tries to skate after it, behind the net. And kept in nicely by number 6, Lily Chipnick, who gets the start for the Whalers. Miserelli dumps it back in the zone. It'll be Mary-Kate Linzo up to the blue line, and the Dragons try and gain the zone and do so as they chase behind the Whalers net. Off the boards. Unable to be cleared, sent back in by Bridget McGovern. Back to the blue line. And behind the net, it's Pekarczyk. She'll send it around. Waiting for it is Sophia Yelverton. Heads through the crease, but nobody home for the Dragons. Flipped wide of the net. And again through the crease. Dangerous pass there. And back to the blue line. Flipped, save by Muse, rebound, scores. The Dragons take advantage of the loose rebound. As number 22, Isabella Madua scores the first goal of the game at 13:31 here in the first. Again, Whalers going to have to get better at getting that clear out. Nice. Oh, that's got to be a trip. Hand goes up, and that'll be a penalty as Miserelli was streaking towards the goal. So the Whalers will go on a power play just seconds after they let up the first goal of the game. So 2 minutes up on the scoreboard, and it'll be McGovern in the box. For tripping, so the Whalers can even it up here if they can take advantage of the power play. Pekarczyk on the drop. She kicks it over, and Miserelli unable to get to it. B. Holland flips it in front of the net, and a quick clear by the Dragons. Little stop and go by Miserelli, and it'll be controlled by Mary-Kate Linzo for the Dragons, who send it back in again. Holland skates after it, sends it up to Yelverton. Yelverton dumps it. Sarah O'Banion gets to it, flips it into the crease, shot, saves, oh, over the net. Rebound loose, nice little one-timer there. And a clear by the Dragons once again. Still a minute left on the power play. Nice skating by B. Holland as she raced towards the puck. But the Dragons able to get to it again. 50 seconds left on the power play. Sent along the boards nicely. Intercepted by the Dragons, however, and Whalers still looking to get it organized here. Pekarczyk along the boards. And flip back into the Whalers off defensive end. 30 seconds left on the power play. And again, Sarah O'Banion able to gain the zone, but unable to hang on to the possession. And that'll go all the way down behind Muse. And just 5 seconds left on the power play. So good job by the Dragons PK unit. And we are back to full strength at 11:22. Played out of harm's way initially. And the Whalers clear it out. Here's a chance for O'Banion. She's warded off. And McGrath able to get to it. Sends it up the blue line. And the Dragons try and get reset up to mid-ice. And here's a breakaway chance for the Dragons. Shot whizzes over the top of Muse. And the Whalers get it clear to mid-ice. Linzo trying to gain the zone on sides and does so. Poke checked away nicely by the Whalers. And they get it out of harm's way, out of the zone. Here's another advance. Oh, nice poke check by Pekarczyk. Oh, and Muse just did not see it. And she gives up another goal. Just didn't see it, was screened off. As number 17, Grace Donahue, junior center, credited with the second goal of the game. So the Whalers now down 2-0 with 10:26 left in the first. Played up to mid-ice. And stolen away. Cross ice it goes. As the Whalers trying to gain possession. Fend it off. And Mason Lower plays it on goal, easily defended by Dolson. Here's a chance. Mason Lower with a steal. Good poke check away by Lily Din for the Dragons. And here's another breakaway opportunity for the Dragons. Shot saved by Muse. Rebound controlled by Nantucket. Unable to connect with Mason Lower. That was Yelverton once again. And B. Holland controls behind the net. She's chased by some Dragon players and sent back around along the boards it goes. Whalers get the clear, and here's an advance by Mizzarelli. Unable to get to it cleanly. And nobody home on the backside as Pekarczyk tries to make something happen by herself and gains the zone. But loses possession. Shot poked wide by Yelverton. As play continues in the Whalers' end, but the Dragons will get the clear. Caitlin Sweeney gains the zone. B. Holland with a nice poke check, but finally the whistle stops play. Looks like holding the call for against Nantucket. Pekarczyk will go into the box at 8:26. So the Whalers already down 2-0. Can ill afford to give the Dragons any extra opportunities here, but it'll be Nantucket on the PK. Nice clear to send it down to the other end. As the Dragons try and get reset here. And up to mid-ice it goes. Shot. Zips wide. That was number 19, Emily Chanowski. With the wrister. Under 8 minutes to play here. Still 1:30 on the power play. And it leaks over the blue line as once again the Dragons will have to try and get reset here. Mizzarelli goes into the boards hard. No whistle. Back to the point it goes. Into the slot. Shot blocked in front. Another shot blocked in front. Another shot whizzes through the crease. B. Holland with nice aggressive defense. Gains the steal, and she just needs to get it out of there. Unable to do so. Whalers control the puck, but need to get it cleared. Linzo with the puck still. Holland with a stick in there along with Mizzarelli. Goes off the back of the net. Wraparound. And finally cleared over the blue line. Just 20 seconds to go on the power play. Here's an advance. Shot, scores. Caitlin Sweeney lifts the wrister over Muse's shoulder there and scores a power play goal. So the Whalers unable to capitalize on their power play opportunity. Caitlin Sweeney able to lift one over Muse's shoulder for the power play goal, and the Dragons are up 3-0 here. Still 6:43 to play in the first. And the Dragons control the drop. Will advance into the offensive end. Shot blocked in front. Sam Zadroga looked like her stick was held, but no call. Shot. Saved by Muse. Deflected it up over the back of the net. Backhanded attempt. Runs wide to the stick side. And the Whalers get a clear. Icing should be waved off. Nope, not waved off. 6:04 to play here in the first. We'll head on back down to the offensive end for the Dragons, as they have scored 3 goals here already. Sweeney, Donahue, and Madua all have found the net. Lifted in, deflected. Oh, just wide. Muse got her stick in there to deflect. And a wraparound attempt, scores. Nifty goal. And it's quickly 4-0. Number 22, Madua, with another goal. She's got 2 already. But that was pretty, a little backhander. That beat Muse on the short side. Still 5:47 to go. And that's a hold, but no call as Mizzarelli gets in the mix. And the Dragons able to get to it, but Pogchek keeps it in the Whalers' end, now up to mid-ice. Pekarczyk. Finally, a whistle stops play, but what do we got? Another Pekarczyk penalty. She gets called for roughing. Despite getting her stick held, and then Mizzarelli got dumped on the offensive end. No whistle there, but at 5:24, the Dragons once again will go on the power play, already up 4-0 here in the first. Shot whizzes through the crease. Zadroga able to get a stick on it, but the Dragons control and out into the slot at the top of the blue line. Sent in off the back of the net. Nantucket unable to get it clear. Dragons will send it in behind the net, into the crease. Shot, saved by Muse, and she gets the glove down quickly to stop play. 4:52 to go, still 1:28 left on the power play. So another good save by Ruby Muse. Again, despite giving up 4 goals here, she's very good in goals. One that she got screened on that she would like to have back, but an excellent backhanded attempt and a breakaway. And again, just in her second start, hard to criticize at all. Just a freshman, so she will get some action here moving forward, I'm sure. Nice clear by the Whalers PK unit as we're down under a minute to play in the penalty. Pekarchik's had 2 penalties called on her already here in the first period. As we approach 4 minutes to play in the first. Dragons up 4-0. Up to the point, played by Gibbons, who sends it back in. And a collision behind the net. Whalers play it to the slot. Dangerous spot. Blocked in front, and the Whalers get a clear. Yelverton after it. But it's McGrath, the Dragons number 9, who finds the puck, and she weaves her way through the defense. Back to the point, one-timed, wide of the net. And out of the reach of the Dragons, number 7, Cassandra Myers, but the Dragons hold on to it. Back to the point it goes. Lifted in front, blocked, and cleared. Nice play by Mizzarelli. And out of the box comes Pekarchik, and she'll try and get to it. And a penalty, that should be interference on, or high stick maybe, on the Dragons. So Pekarchik wisely skated quickly out of the box and was able to get into the action and nearly scored. And the Whalers will go on a power play with 3:12 left here in the first. That's second power play called on the Dragons. Whalers also with 2. 4-0 our score here, still 3:12 left in the first. Back to the point, Holland plays it behind the net. Yelverton's there, but she overskates it and now gets it in the corner. Whalers are going to get something set up here. Sarah O'Banion. Yelverton's down on the ice, but play continues on the backside. It's Pekarchik unable to keep it in the zone. Still plenty of time left. Let's see if she can do something to gain the zone. Quickly up, it's Mizzarelli, but offside the call as Yelverton was well inside the zone when Mizzarelli crossed the blue line. Face off just outside the blue line. It's Pekarchik. Nicely saved and dumped in. It'll be Pekarchik gaining the zone. Unable to get a clean shot off. She stays after it in the corner. Behind the net. Yelverton. Mizzarelli runs into 2 Dragon defenders. And Zadroga keeps it in. And the Dragons will get the clear here as Pekarchik will try and retrieve it. 50 seconds left on the power play. And sent around, it'll be over the stick of O'Banion. Oh, nifty move to avoid one defender. And O'Banion gets to it behind the net. Played through the crease. Oh, just out of the reach of Mason Lower and out of the zone. Dragons now control. That's Emily Berry that backhanded it around the net. And Pekarczyk trying to weave her way and gains the zone. Lifts a shot over the net. Rebound loose, Juicy right in front, but unable to be capitalized on. And the PK unit for the Dragons once again successful as Mason Lower lifts it over the blue line. And Zadroga will try and make something happen. She dumps it in. And quickly clear, that'll be icing. 51 seconds left here in the first period. Whalers down 4-0. Unable to capitalize on a couple of power plays as well. Really only a couple of opportunities so far for Nantucket. A couple of defensive breakdowns, unfortunately, have left Ruby Muse on a breakaway, and a nifty goal, second of the game for Madua with a wraparound. And out to the blue line, lifted in, wide of the net. And Estella Groh loses a skate. Sits on the blue line, and nicely done by Chipnick to keep it in. To the slot. Lower gets a shot on goal, but unable to find the net. Dolson was a little out of position originally, but able to recover, and nicely done by the Whalers defense on the back end to avoid another breakaway. Down to 10 seconds to play here in the first period. Dragons going to have to reset, and that'll probably do it for the period. They will skate to the locker room with a 4-0 lead as the Whalers still unable to find the net here. 4-0 our score. You are watching Whalers girls varsity hockey on the Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV. 4-0 Dragons after one period.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myrickoconnell.com.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Nantucket Ice is about community, camaraderie, confidence, jumping in, and being part of a team. Falling, but getting back up.
And way over control. Quick shot.
It's about being part of the culture, friendships, experience. But ultimately, it's about being on the ice. Located in the heart of the island, It's about being a future for our youth, our families, our community. Come join us. Be a part of our community.
Community media, from my point of view, is organic.
It's power.
Public access to me gives me an opportunity to get my word out to the larger community of the town that I can't get to on my own.
This is good programming. This is what people say, well, how come they don't ever write anything good in the news, right? This is the good news.
What we're doing is critical, it's important. We have to stay energized and motivated to do this work in our community, but understand that our real mission is to hold up our part as we encourage others to hold up their part around the planet.
So I was 14, I joined SPNN, Set It Up program, which is after school program. We created our own TV show that was put out in the public, and I went along, did that till I graduated high school. Currently, I work with Youth Prize. I'm their youth storyteller. I create all their media and content having to do with like telling stories.
It seems like there's been an incessant attack on Black leaders and on Black interest. And we believe we have a right and a duty to respond. Too often we are encouraged to think of ourselves as insignificant and as meaningless.
Getting involved in a way is telling the world no. And we need more people to say no.
People in neighborhoods can now do what only corporations could do a generation ago.
I'm here live from the mud pit.
Disability Viewpoints can cover disability issues at a little longer length, which the local news hasn't been able to do.
I wanted to share all the wonderful things that life has given to me. I thought, what better way to give back to humanity than to just share from the heart?
Conscious programming to me feels like where we want to go as human beings, where we want to feel alive.
It gives me an opportunity to talk about theater, the arts, writing, directing.
Because it's us, you know, it's the community stepping up and grasping onto their own show.
I connect my culture by myself, but Olelo provide a facility for me.
And that gave me the opportunity to go out in the field and actually use the equipment and get more hands-on experience with it.
If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be where I am doing what I'm doing today.
Not only did people come up to me and say, I saw you on TV talking about your organization, they asked about it.
And that's how I learned the value of being a producer, because you touched one life and a family that was sitting there, brought them together at that time. I really enjoyed that.
This station broadcasts a lot of different things.
Olelo is unique in that it is offered to everyone who lives on this island.
What my ancestors and my kupuna and my parents and family have done, I get to do it in my own way. Growing up, they've instilled a sense of deep responsibility as being able to keep the stories alive.
Without this opportunity, we might lose it one day.
It gives us an avenue in which we can be heard and also be seen.
And I think public access allows that.
It's given me a chance that I wouldn't have had at the bigger markets or the bigger studios.
It's a powerful mechanism that actually makes people think about things. There's news shows, there's entertainment, there's dialogue, there's debate, and that's all healthy. And I think public access gives that opportunity to everyone. I think without it, we'd be less fulfilled, I think, as a community.
Technology affords collaboration that is global and local, and it's accessible. And I think our mission has to be to continue to ensure that this technology remains in the hands of as many people as possible on planet Earth.
MIAA Division 4 round of 8 coming right up here. Shot, save, Griffin Starr goes to the side, rebound still loose. Played in front, save, Griffin Starr. Knapp gets to the rebound, behind the net. Billings is on the doorstep, back to the point, Stronyi, cross ice, it's Edwards, shot, deflected, rebound, score! Just 29 seconds left in period number 2. And the Whalers have drawn first blood. Down to 10 seconds left on the PK. Shot, save! Starr, it's still alive. Sent through the crease. Empty net. On the side, on the Amesbury side. 1-0. 13 seconds remain. A huge face-off. It'll be Braden Knapp on the draw. Whalers win the draw, but Amesbury comes out with it. Tip to mid-ice. Here's a chance for Knapp. He's got it! He's got it! The Whalers win! 1.4 to go! Braden Knapp with the empty netter to ice it. And the place is going crazy. It's St. Patty's Day on the ice, baby.
Want to welcome you back to the Bog here at the Nantucket Community Ice Rink. In between the first and second periods here, 4-0. The Dragons skated out to a lead over our Whalers. Couple of power plays for each side. Dragons took advantage of one. They've had 2 goals from Isabella Madua. A nifty wraparound that found the net. Grace Donahue and Caitlin Sweeney goal scorers also for the Dragons. Sweeney scoring the power play goal as she was able to lift it up over Ruby Muse, who again gets the start for the Whalers, who are playing without, let's call it 3 starters, but other players as well, including Sadie Patterson, who unfortunately has a fractured bone in her arm after an incidental collision in the game against Nauset. Adeline Edwards is out. Bailey Lower has been out since the beginning of the season with a sprained ankle injury. But most importantly, Karen Allen and Sienna Monto, the top 2 goalies for the Whalers, out of action still for the second straight game. And despite playing well, Ruby Muse is just not enough experience at the varsity level yet. Here's Pekarczyk streaking in. She shot, saved originally. Keeps it in possession, back to the point. Played into the area, so delayed penalty as Ruby Muse tried to get to the bench for an extra attacker, but the Whalers will go on the power play once again here. Let's see what the call is from the Stripes. Could not catch it, but nonetheless, it'll be number 20, Allison McDevitt, into the box, and the Whalers will go on the power play for the 3rd time. And a save very quickly by Dolson. And another shot off the face-off. Another save by Dolson. So the Whalers have actually had a couple of opportunities here. Kept into play here. And swings around the net as the Warriors chase after it. Looking to clear. Mizzarelli unable to get to it. Pekarczyk gets to it. Oh, nearly deflected in. As O'Banion sitting on the doorstep, just unable to get the stick on it. And we've got a whistle. So offside the call. Still minute 28 left on the power play. Pekarczyk unable to get to it cleanly, and Mizzarelli will chase behind the net and get it set up for Nantucket. She races ahead, and she'll gain the zone. Evades a few, and plays it back to the point. Oh, nicely done by B. Holland, and here's Mizzarelli. She'll shoot it high, and a nice save by Dolson. Shot whizzes right at her face. Clock stops at 13:42. A minute left on the power play for Nantucket as the Dragons change up their PK unit. Whalers still looking for their first goal of the afternoon. Back to the point. Holland. Ooh, one-timer attempted by... Oh, and it leaks over the net. Mason Lower had the one-timer that almost found the net. And the Dragons get a clear. Muse is going to have to play this one, and we'll hold on to it as the Dragon was flying down the ice, ready to breathe some fire on her. 13:19 left in the second period. And the Whalers able to control the drop. And try and get it set up. Here's a chance. Rebound loose. Oh, kept in play though, Zadroga. Shot whizzes behind the net, nobody home on the backside. Pekarczyk was unable to get to it. Zadroga. As it leaks over the blue line. Pekarczyk with a good poke as, once again, the power play unable to find the net, the power play unit. And we are back to full strength. That will be icing at 12 minutes, 40 seconds. Back down in the Dragons' offensive end. Once again, thanks for joining us here on the NSC, our second of two games here this afternoon. As we watched the boys basketball team take care of business against Falmouth. A great second half shot. Muse save, controls the rebound, and we'll do it again. Pulling away in the second half after being up just 3 in the first half. They ended up winning by 21. So win number 5 for the boys. Leaks through, oh, dangerously. Sitting on the crease and sent through the crease once again. The Dragons skater number 19 there, Chahowski, unable to get a stick on it. And the Whalers just going to clear and will be whistled for icing once again at 12 minutes and 12 seconds. So again, Nantucket has had some opportunities on the power play, just unable to find the net. They've only scored 2 goals in 4 games. I'm not a math major, but that's not enough. Whalers skate away with it and advance up. Oh, nice move to avoid a defender. Here's a 2-on-1 for Nantucket. Shot, scores! Mizzarelli with a wrister. Great job controlling the puck. Made a nice move at the Dragons' blue line to avoid a defender, and she and Pekarczyk were on the loose. And Miserelli goes stick side and beats Dolson for the goal, and it's 4-1. Nice to see the Whalers find the net here. And a full-strength goal, tipped over the blue line and sent ahead on the hand pass. And safely out of harm's way, and it'll be no icing, waved off, so play continues unassisted on the goal. Her first of the season as B. Holland. Oh, nice move. Unable to get a shot off, though. That was number 2, McGovern, for the Dragons as they control. Pass goes through, and B. Holland flips it around the back of the net. And pass attempt blocked, but the Dragons continue the possession. In front of Muse, dangerous, and finally a whistle stops play. We'll have a face-off at 11:03. Fresh bodies for both sides. So 4-1 our score, Dragons up. But the Whalers finally find the net behind a great individual effort from Claire Miserelli. She skates with it here. Back behind the net, it's Holland. She plays it along the boards. And Pekarczyk battles a couple of Dragon defenders. And back out to the point, though. That was the Dragons sending it back, so no icing. It'll be Sophia Garino getting to it first, number 15, I believe. And she sends it up to the blue line, intercepted by Miserelli, who dumps it in and chases after. Dragons quickly get to it. And cross ice it goes to Maeve McGrath. Oh, nice pass to the center. Whalers back on defense, but the Dragons control the puck. Behind the net, into the slot, shot, whizzes wide of Muse. And tipped away nicely. Here's a chance for Pekarczyk. Oh, nice poke check away by the Dragons defense. And they quickly are back the other way with Barry. Shot, save by Ruby Muse. She got the stick hand up. And Pekarczyk will lift it out and take the icing. Oh, icing waved off, excuse me. Mason Lower skates on, off her skate. And the Dragons with possession and advance. 3-on-2. Lower finally back to even it up. Nice play along the boards. Let the Dragons skate away with it. Pass deflected in front. Oh, Muse was there. Good defense. And along the boards, it's O'Banion with a good body check there. And she continues to play despite going down on the ice. Flipped along the boards. And into the corner once again. Through the crease it goes. Muse able to get to it. Oh, and a great recovery for the save. Out to the point. Pressure stays on. Blocked in front. Whalers just need to clear. And that went over, and that'll be offsides at 8:28. So again, a little bit of energy in our Whalers attack as they have found the net. And they're still hanging around here, 4-1. Ruby Muse with another great save on a dangerous pass. And hey, oh, Shawnee, that's coming up at us. We almost got a souvenir up here in the perch. Pekarczyk controls the draw along the backside, and here she comes. She's gathering it, head of steam. Had to go to the backhand. Sends it along the net. Mizzarelli gathers it. Tried to stuff it home, but unable to do so. Here's Yvelton. Zadroga keeps it in play. Oh, over her stick. And a nice play by Samantha Barrett to avoid the breakaway. Pekarczyk up just out of the reach of Mizzarelli, and it'll be Yelverton after it. Pekarczyk unable to get to it, and the Dragons get a clear. As Zadroga unable to keep it inside the blue line there. Play continues right underneath us, and the Dragons advance. Hits the back of the net, and Zadroga able to get to it. Here's Mizzarelli. Tries to connect with Pekarczyk, who gets to it. Longer skate, spins around. Oh, that would have been impressive. Dragon player goes down, and that'll be a penalty. Looks like a tripping call on Claire Mizzarelli. So clock will stop at 7:05. Another power play opportunity for the Dragons. Well, again, got to credit the Whalers defense. They have done a good job this period. Have not allowed a goal, but without the talent of Claire Mizzarelli, this will be a hard PK for the Whalers. Tipped away and out of harm's way immediately. So the Dragons will have to reset. Quickly gaining the zone, but unable to pull the trigger. Shot whizzes over the net. That was Guarino gaining the zone, but McGrath able to get the shot off. Still plenty of time for the Dragons, and another penalty coming up. Play continues. This will be a 5-on-3. Tried to stuff it in, and Muse touched it, so the clock stops. Cross-check, the call on Pekarczyk. Oh, nope. Barrett, sorry. So now a 5-on-3 for the Dragons, and things get a lot harder for Nantucket here for the next couple minutes. 1:26 left on the initial penalty. So that'll be a 5-on-3 for 1:26, barring a goal. And another 2-minute penalty on top of that. Nicely played along the boards for the clear was Pekarczyk, who skates after it. But she won't get there. Got to recover quickly. And B. Holland takes an aggressive line, but the Whalers able to recover. Zadroga after it behind the net. And the Dragons get it back to the point. McGrath blocked. Space. Shot goes in. Redirect. Save by Muse. Couple of skaters right on the doorstep there, and Muse able to get the pads down. Whalers need to clear. Pass goes into the crease. Wraparound shot, scores. Another nifty goal. Scored by the Dragons. That's Maeve McGrath on the backhanded shot. So wipe out one of the, so Mizzarelli will come back into the game as the Whalers now down 5-1, but still 1:03 left on the penalty to Barrett with 5:33 left in the period. So it's now 5-1, but now 5-on-4. Quick icing call, so it'll at least go down to the other end. Waste a few more seconds. 58 seconds left on the power play. 5:29 left here in the second period. Whalers down 5-1 now. Played into the corner. Oh, nicely done by Mizzarelli to gain the puck. Oh, a collision. Incidental collision, but The Dragons finally advance here. Skating past the initial defender. Backhanded attempt saved by Muse, and into the boards hard goes one of the Dragon players, and another one down on the ice incidentally. And here's an advance by Sarah Banyan. Just 20 seconds left on the power play, as there's a Dragon player well up ahead but unable to see it. Weaving through the Whalers defense, backhanded shot. Saved by Muse. And up with the head of the boards at mid-ice. Deflected off Pekarchik and collides with one of her skaters, Mason Lower. And offside the call with 4:28 to go. We're back to full strength, so the Whalers split the power plays. They allow a goal on one, but fend off the other. Dragons control behind the net. Nicely played by Barrett. And offside, but avoids the breakaway opportunity. At 4:16, we'll have a face-off just outside the Whalers' blue line. It'll be Mason Lower on the drop. Dragons control. Cross ice pass to mid-ice. Barrett able to play it, and the Dragons will have to reset. That's offsides. And delayed offside the call, or do we have a penalty? Delayed offsides. 4:02 left here in the second period. 5-1, Dragons with the lead. Whalers control the puck. Unable to get a clear, pass goes through. Wraparound shot partially blocked and sent along the boards. Nicely done by Yelverton, back to the point. And threw a couple of skaters along the boards on the opposite side of the ice. And reverse skate once again. And Whalers finally poke it over the blue line for a clear at 3:20. Yelverton skates after it up to mid-ice. And Yelverton pokes it away. Nicely done by the young defender. Weaving her way through the defenders. Muse is going to have to find the other side of the net. Nicely done by McGovern. Unable to get a clean shot off. Lifted up. Barrett plays it off the skate. And along the boards it goes. Kept in nicely by the Dragons. Zadroga on the backside. Able to get to it. And kept in nicely by McGovern. As play continues inside the Dragons' offensive end. Along the boards. And leaks behind the net. And the Whalers finally get a clear. As O'Banion tries to get through three defenders, unable to get to it. Oh, excuse me. That was Estella Grow. And off the back of Yelverton, the Whalers going to get a fresh five, and up ahead of the pack. Oh, over her skate, and that'll be icing. Or over her stick, actually. It was Emily Berry leaking, looking for the breakaway opportunity, but unable to connect. At 2:04 left here in the second period. We've got a face-off inside the Whalers' offensive end, down 5-1. But they've played even with the Dragons here in this period, finally scoring behind a great individual effort from Claire Mizzarelli. Mizzarelli again, blocked in front, lifted towards the boards. And it'll be B. Holland racing after it and gaining the puck. She'll try and fend off a couple of defenders. Miserelli along the boards. And B. Holland again sends it on the other side. Here's O'Banion. Nicely done up to Pekarczyk. Beats the defender. Shot lifted up over. Nicely done by Dolson to get a little stick on it, I believe. But good rush by Pekarczyk. Back to the point and over the stick. It'll be Holland racing after it once again. And the Whalers get to it deep in the corner and try and lift it out. Sent through the crease and hits Miserelli, or lower, I believe. And on the backside, over the blue line it goes, so the Dragons will have to reset under a minute to go here in the second period. Whalers down 5-1. Here's Pekarczyk with a steal. 2-on-2. She's got Miserelli. Shot. Oh, deflected up over. Nice shoulder save by Dolson. Good shot by Miserelli. That was nearly perfect, but a good save to deny. 34 seconds left. Dragons control behind their own net. And along the boards it goes. Kept in nicely. Here's Pekarczyk with a shot. Oh, just wide. Yelverton was on the doorstep as well. And racing ahead. And gaining the zone finally onside. Or maybe delayed. This should do it for the period. As the Whalers skate to a 1-1 even tie here in the period. Unfortunately, they let up 4 goals in the first period, but nonetheless, the Whalers find the net behind Claire Miserelli's individual effort. Great job. Could have been more as Dolson made a couple of nice saves towards the end of the period. But both teams will head to the locker room. We'll bring you the third period coming up shortly here on the NSC. Whalers down 5-1 to the Dragons.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
He's got it! He's got it! Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV over the past few years have done countless broadcasts that are both exciting and professional.
Shot, score! Jack Halleck!
I support NCTV's Nantucket Sports Connection because it's a great opportunity to reach island families, support students, and our local television station.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myrickoconnell.com.
Nantucket Ice is about community, camaraderie, confidence, jumping in, and being part of a team. Falling, but getting back up.
And Whalers control. Quick shot.
It's about being part of the culture, friendships, experience. But ultimately, it's about being on the ice. Located in the heart of the island, it's about being a future for our youth, our families, our community. Come join us. Be a part of our community.
3-10 Whalers touchdown! He's got it! He's got it! Marty score! Back out to Perry for three. Good! Nice rebound by Jaquan Francis into Halleck again. Whalers streak ahead, 2-on-1 shot. Score! That got inside the post. The clear Whalers shot. Save! Paul Allen! Space 2-1. Puts it up from half court. Good! Justin Boyd! Front. Gotta score! The card check was able to lift it up above LaBelle. Third dribble. Pass. Quincy Sullivan with a good looking shot and hit. Gets in and scores! Halleck denies. Halleck denies again. Shot saved. Griffin Starr. Into it. Aguilar, nice little fake. Runs up and puts it in. Streaks ahead, shot, score! Just like that, baby! That's what I'm talking about!
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
There's this mind picture of a drug addict. You're down and out, not somebody you want in the house. But they're our neighbors, they're our relatives, they're our friends.
I still regret not taking that warning like I probably should have.
I truly believe the lowest point of despair is the preventable loss of one's child.
If you have an addiction issue, I want to be able to take care of you. It is an equal opportunity problem.
Need help? Visit addictionsolutionsnantucket.com.
Want to welcome you back to the Bog here, the Nantucket Community Ice Rink, as we get all set for the third period. Whalers finally found the net. Clara Mizzarelli scored the goal. It was a great individual effort as she gathered the puck on the opposite blue line and weaved her way through a couple of defenders. I will say that Kate Dolson made a couple of great saves on a Mizzarelli shot and a Pekarchik shot. Otherwise, it could be a little bit closer here. Ruby Muse has, again, played solid for just her second start, and really very little ice time even before then. So she has done a great job adjusting to the varsity speed. Again, just a freshman, so in her second start, she's come up with a couple of nice saves to keep it within, the miracle's reach anyways. But she's done a nice job. And again, the Whalers defense has done a nice job. Both teams have had 3 power play opportunities. The Dragons have taken advantage of 1. Whalers have been unable to score on the power play. For the Dragons, Caitlin Sweeney has scored. Grace Donahue, Isabella Madua with 2 goals. And Maeve McGrath scored in the second period. Again, thanks very much for joining us here on the NSC as we conclude our second game in a row here on a Saturday, our multicast, as the face-off is underway here, and Pekarchik plays it in mid-ice and dumps it into the offensive end. Mizzarelli on the backside giving chase. Both teams at full strength to begin the period here. And played off the skate. And leaks over the blue line. The Whalers will have to reset here as Pekarchik gets it over to Mizzarelli, who gains his own. She runs in, and that's going to be a penalty. Net goes off the magnet, but the Whalers will go on the power play right away. A trip, and got a Dragons player slower to get up. Let's hope she's okay. And she is. Skating a little gingerly, but okay nonetheless. And then actually she will be into the box, so she can take a little rest. I don't have a 23 on my roster, so I'm not sure who is in the box here for the Dragons. Oh, 22, excuse me. So Madua, who's had a fantastic game. Again, 2 goals. Oh, near goal right off the face-off. That has happened a couple of times. Dolson able to get the pads down, but Pekarchik with a great job off the face-off. And over the reach, so the Dragons can waste some more time here as the Whalers try and get it set up for the power play. Mizzarelli dumps it in. She skates after it. Pekarchik also there, but Whalers on a line change and unable to get there. Here's Barrett. Quickly plays it up along the boards, and she'll get back to it behind the net. Short-handed shot, blocked in front of Muse. But the Dragons control the possession still. Whalers on a power play here, but the Dragons with the puck. Out to mid-ice, and once again, Whalers power play unit unable to get a real threat here. And a penalty coming up here. Looks like the Whalers are going to have a 2-player advantage. As skating over to the box is the Dragons' number 4, Emily Berry, called for some roughing. So a face-off will go into the offensive end, and it'll be a 2-player advantage here for another 37 seconds. Shot, saved by Dolson. She puts the glove down. And we'll do it again. Nice job off the face-off. And a quick shot by Mizzarelli. But Dolson's ready for it because she's seen this a couple of times already. Pekarczyk unable to control it back. 5-on-3 for another 27 seconds. Whalers trying to get it set up. Here's Pekarczyk in the slot. Holland sends it over. One-timer, shot, save, rebound. And nicely done by the Dragons to get the clear. Just 7 seconds left now, so it'll be a power play, and a cross check or interference called on Claire Miserelli. So erase the power play. Well, they've got a power play for it'll be 4-on-3 for 3 seconds, and then it'll be 4-on-4 for a minute. And we are 4-on-4 hockey here. Circling back. And gaining the zone for the Whalers is Estella Groh. Over, under the skate, actually, of Holland. And a race to the puck. Madua will get to it first. She's fended off. And Holland skates after it. Madua chases again. And McGovern trying to work some magic behind the net. Back out to the point. And McGovern will get it back. Shot. Whizzes by the net. And the Whalers have it. Unable to do anything with it, but get it cleared out. And off the Karam shot and a score. Muse didn't see it behind the net. And the Dragons notch their 6th goal of the afternoon as Madua with the Hattie. Still 4-on-4 for another 22 seconds. And then it'll be a power play for the Dragons for 44 seconds. Pekarczyk flips it ahead. Dolson's going to have to come out of net and play it. And we'll have a face-off inside the Whalers' offensive end. 16 seconds left. Cleared out. No icing because it's 4-on-4. Oh, actually, there is icing because it's 4-on-4. Excuse me. So just 8 seconds left. So 6-1 our score, 11-12 left in the game. As Pekarczyk unable to control. And B. Holland skates after it and unable to keep it in the zone, but good hustle to get to it. Nice battle by B. Holland. Dragons finally get control of it. No icing. Played through the crease. As the Dragons flip it back. That's number 12, Linzo, able to get to it first, and O'Banion in the battle, but the Dragons come away with it. Here's Madua once again. She's already got a hat trick. And nicely done by the Whalers defense to flip it out of harm's way, but quickly back in the zone. Here's number 14, Maeve McGrath, going 1-on-4. And snagged away from O'Banion's stick. But Zadroga there. Here's Pekarczyk. She's got it at mid-ice. Good defense. Pekarczyk goes to the backhand. Shot Blocked in front originally. Another shot in front. Oh, Mizzarelli on the doorstep, unable to get a clean stick on it. And Zadroga controls. She flips it into the zone, and Mason Lower chases after it. McGovern for the Dragons controls. Estella Groh got a stick on it, but it's McGovern. She gains the zone. Whalers defense deflected away. McGovern with a chance here, and a nice glove save by Ruby Muse. Clock stops with 9 minutes and 10 seconds left. 6-1 our score. Whalers were down 4-0 after the end of the first period, so they've done a much better job of playing defense and have gotten some shots off. And of course, Clara Mizzarelli with a great individual effort to score the goal. McGovern unable to get a clean look. Pass goes through. Ooh, dangerous pass there. Megan Gibbons was sitting on the doorstep. Tipped away nicely. And Yelverton skates after it. Off the skate. And another board pass. Slapper deflects wide. And Nantucket does get a clear, so Dragons reset. McGovern circles back, and she skates around the Whalers defender, B. Holland, who chases after nicely. Back to the point. Shot saved by Muse. Rebound lifted out of harm's way. Mason Lower with a nice clear for the Nantucket defense. We're down to 8 minutes to play here in the third. Again, very good energy despite the score for Nantucket. And a line change, and looks like maybe too many for the Dragons. They've already got 5, and they had 2 players going in. So it looks like a power play for Nantucket for too many players. So into the box goes number 16, Cal King, to play out the penalty. Whalers will go on the power play once again. Their 4th of the afternoon. They have yet to score on the power play. Back to the point. Shot, saved by Dolson, rebound loose. And Dolson gets a glove on it somehow. She has been exceptional in net today. Still a minute 50 left on the power play. Pekarczyk once again on the drop. Barrett nudges it ahead, but the Dragons get the clear. Mizzarelli tried to get ahead of it, but leaks into the offensive end, but nobody but Linzo waiting for it, and she sends it out of harm's way. Up ahead of one. And a penalty called on Nantucket, high stick. Another Pekarczyk penalty. So again, wiping out a player advantage. It'll be a minute 14 of 4-on-4. And then the Dragons will have a 46-second penalty, power play, with 7 minutes and 8 seconds left. 6-1 our score. Dragons up. Face off, leaks into the crease, but Nobody home for the Dragons. Weaving around a defender, Muse out of position and able to recover for the save. Wow, nice save by Ruby Muse. 6:52 to go. We're 4-on-4 for another 58 seconds. Pass deflected and controlled by Yelverton. She gets it over the blue line as the Dragons keep possession and look to advance. They gain the zone. Barrett skates after it in the corner. She'll meet up with Caitlin Sweeney, who's got a goal on the day. Play continues in the corner. And here's Mason Lower up ahead. 1-on-3. She gets a shot off, deflects in front, nobody home on the rebound. Good individual effort by Lower, and look at her recover to get back on defense. Back to the point it goes. Shot, scores. Shannon Hubbard, the freshman, lifted it up and over Muse as it floated in from the blue line. With just 3 seconds left on the 4-on-4. And it'll still be another 46 seconds of power play hockey. I'm not sure why they erased the, no, whatever. Play continues behind the net as the clock continues to run. Now 7-1 the score. But it has actually been much more competitive. Tipped up high, and it lands in the corner and play along the boards. Still inside the offensive end for the Dragons. Down to 10 seconds left on the power play. Pass deflected and kept in nicely by McGovern. But that'll do it for the power play. So Whalers avoid another goal there on the extra attacker. Sent behind the net and around the boards. Barrett chases after. And cleared out. And lifted into the zone. Down to 4:35 and counting here in the third period. Whalers down 7-1. But after being down 4-0 in the first period, they've done a much better job, much more competitive skating. Just not enough offense to hang with the Dragons here this afternoon. Again, Boston Latin, a very storied high school, one of the classics of the Boston public school system. First ever meeting between the Whalers and the Dragons in girls hockey. And again, our game that was scheduled for tomorrow, the boys hockey versus the Lions, St. John Paul, canceled due to inclement weather forecasted and likely coming. So we will be back at it on Monday as the girls hoopsters will take the court against Rising Tide. So the clock will continue to run here as the Whalers are down 6. As we approach 3 minutes to play, so a running clock. Pass goes through the crease, back to the point. Dragons control. McGovern. Pass intercepted by Miserelli. unable to control it cleanly. And the Dragons continue to attack. Behind the net, pass goes through, and here's Miserelli, the lone goal scorer. Nice flip along the boards as she is able to recover. Pass goes through, or blocked. And the Dragons come out. We're down to 2 minutes. Cross ice pass. Played up by Chibnik. And all the way to B. Holland, who plays a nice board pass. Shot goes on goal from Miserelli beyond the blue line, and Dolson able to play it and get rid of it. And here's the Dragons at mid-ice. Nice play by Zadroga to avoid. And flipped into the zone, but nobody home for the Whalers as we're under 2 minutes to play here. Intercepted by Pekarczyk. Nice poke check away to save the breakaway. And played behind the net as the Dragons continue to fight here, and Pekarczyk skates away with it after a scrum. Along the boards it goes. She'll keep possession of it. Out to mid-ice. Avoids another. Tough angle. Waits for some help. Nobody home as she wasn't able to get a clean pass off of it. Good defense by the Dragons, and we are under a minute to play here from the Bog. The Whalers will fall to 0-5. The Dragons will even up their record at 4-4-1. And will beat the weather back to Boston, as things are going to get gnarly here overnight. It's been great having you hang out with us for a couple of games here. Again, we saw the boys basketball team defeat a game Falmouth Clipper team with a great second half surge. And the girls here just unable to find the net despite having some power play opportunities. And the Dragons were able to get a few by Ruby Muse, who again just in her second varsity start as a freshman was caught out of position on a couple of them, and that's the final horn. Again, a nice job by Dolson for the Dragons in net. She had a couple of highlight reels type saves. Overall, again, a great effort by the girls hockey squad, playing shorthanded again. And we'll see them again coming up here next weekend. Thanks very much for joining us here for our multicast here on the NSC 2 games in a day. Thanks very much to Sean Davis, of course, on the camera, and Johnny Boy running the camera here at the hockey rink at the Bog. His first initiation behind the camera, did a great job. And, of course, Charles Douglas, the brains of the operation behind the scenes. He got things set up for us here, had just rolled right in, and things were ready to go. And, of course, Jackie V, who takes care of all the socials for us at NCTV. Thanks very much for joining us here, Whalers Nation. Have a great remainder of your weekend. Got some football tonight, great football tomorrow. Go Brownies, finish it up, baby, heading to the playoffs. Thanks very much for joining us here for all the gang at NCTV and the NSC. I am Chris Morris. Have a great remainder of your weekend, Whalers Nation.
Shine through the morning. Take both feet now and jump right in. Go, take hold of the moment. Keep it up till the guitar, you could touch the sun. See the silver lining in every cloud that flies above. You got me believing that I could seize the day. You got me hooked on the feeling that I could do anything if I give my heart to it. Rise up, fight it, hold on, climb it. Oh, I can do anything if I give my heart to it. If I give my heart to it. If I give my heart to it.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSC provided in part by Myrick O'Connell, attorney at law, providing legal services for Massachusetts residents for over a century. Learn more at myrickoconnell.com. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.